Also joining us this morning, RKS Bhadoria, former Air Chief. Good morning to you, sir. And this attack on Pakistan, the Tri-Services joint operation that has been done, how do you look at this? The precision, the planning, and some amount of misleading of Pakistan, which has taken them completely by surprise. How do you look at this entire Operation Sindoor this morning?
No, I think Operation Sindoor, the way it has been conceived and the kind of targets chosen, the number of targets, the nature of targets, the extent geographically, the depth, it's a very clear message, and it is exactly in line with what Honorable Prime Minister said. The unimaginable punishment for terrorists and their backers, and that is exactly what this is. That and it's a very strong and robust action and a clear message to them that we will no longer keep quiet wherever you are, whichever place, however deep, whichever building, we will get you. Also a message to the world, I think, that this is what we will do in case of any terrorist strike, and the world needs to also wake up to the reality of Pakistan, and they need to put their own pressures on Pakistan to get them to the right direction. Otherwise, this is would be the nature of things in times to come. They do a terrorist act, there will be unbearable punishment.
Sir, the question tonight will be, are we expecting retaliation? Should we expect retaliation from Pakistan? And do you think this is the end of Operation Sindoor, or have we just seen phase one and there will be probably other phases?
No, it is just the beginning, I think. Pakistan would certainly respond. They will not keep quiet because that is in the nature of their optics. If we have hit 9 targets, you can expect them for their own optics. They would at least choose 9, and if not 10 or 11, from numbers point of view. We really have to see the kind of targets they hit. We hit terror targets, terrorist infrastructure or sites. They have no such targets here. So they will end up, if they end up targeting some serious target related to defense, that will have its own repercussion. So they understand the escalation and what their actions can bring to the table. So let us see what they do. On our part, I think we have to expect that they would retaliate. Our own defenses, I'm sure everybody is deployed already. Our network is completely up. Air defense is fully would be on alert immediately after the time the target is struck. And we should be able to defend effectively whatever they target, so that we minimize our own damage. And our action would really be dictated by the extent of what they do, by the extent of damage they cause. So there would be some, I expect some a day or two of action that would pan out. And we should be prepared. We should also be prepared for escalation which can be even higher than this.
Okay. Could you give us a sense, because you had said during Balakot strikes that this was the demonstration of will. Operation Sindoor, what does that signify for you, and what kind of deployment of our weaponry, of our Air Force would have been done to get the results that we're seeing on our screens today?
See, I think Balakot was a paradigm shift in terms of that if there is a terrorist attack, they never expected that Air Force will strike across IB and so deep. So that was demonstrated. That was another major shift in policy and the kind of actions we are ready to take.
Okay. Okay.
This is another level. This is much of how far we are going to go. And how strong action we can take. In terms of weapons, I think it's from the damage videos that are coming and photographs, I can see a combination of precision weapons, high caliber weapons and normal precision weapons, maybe some loitering munition, but largely weapons. And they have inflicted very serious damage from the kind of explosions that are visible.
So do you think, India, of course, is totally geared up to take any challenges at this moment, but you are saying that you expect this to carry on for at least 2 or 3 days. and Pakistan most likely to retaliate? India all prepared?
No, I'm sure our defense forces are fully prepared. Why I'm saying they would retaliate, because that is the kind of direction given by their army chief and their ministers as to what they will do. And for the optics, they would certainly take some action. It is important that we expect it. It is important that we contain it, so that our subsequent action we are able to calibrate suitably. If they are rational about it and are able to calibrate their actions towards de-escalation, I'm sure similar response toward de-escalator side would be from our side, and we'll be able to control the escalation quickly. Uh, it is my feeling that given the nature and number of targets, they would want to show or want to be seen as responding robustly too. And that is where the challenge lies in defending against their response, and thereafter really calibrating how we want to go forward.
Well, my colleague Pranesh Roy also has a question for you. Go ahead, Pranesh.
Sir, by striking Pakistan repeatedly, what we've done on 2 occasions in the past and now Operation Sindoor, has India called the nuclear bluff of Pakistan?
Of course, of course. At drop of a hat, they start with the nuclear rattling. Even in this case, they started the talk the moment this happened, the very next day onwards. So we have to we are fully aware what their nuclear weapons are capable of, what we are capable of, and we from our side have never spoken about nuclear weapon use, etc., etc. They have spoken about it every time. And it is for us to take whatever actions are required, like we have taken, and we would be in a position to de-escalate depending on what action they take.
Sir, when you say precision weapons were used, I want you to elaborate so that our viewers understand what we are talking about, sir. What kind of weapons?
We have precision weapons ranging from about 60 kilometers right up to 300 kilometers, 350 kilometers. Some subsonic, some really high supersonic. A combination of weapons depending upon targets. The weapons, for example, in such areas, we could have expected some jamming, etc., in a very strong measure. So there are some weapons which don't get affected by jamming and yet have long standoff. They, in combination with other weapons, depending upon location of target, there would be a combination that would have got chosen. And from the kind of explosions that I see on the videos, some are heavy caliber, some are lower caliber. So important point is that it's a very calibrated attack. It is a very precise attack in order to contain the collateral damage and keep it to absolute minimum. I think that is also part of the strike planning, which is good. It is to give a very clear indication that we are only targeting the terrorist network and we don't want any civilians hurt or damaged.
Well said.